What up, everyone? So we've got a newer box here. We tried out first time last month. Gacha crate. So I like these little Gachapon figures. I think they're quite amazing. But let's see what we got this month, because last month we definitely got some random. So let's take a look at this box. The good news is it does come with a little card that describes everything, so I should be able to look at what I'm getting as I get it. So right on top, looks like we got some snacks here, which I have no idea what they are, which is usual with Japanese food or candy. They just always have some little creature on there with a smile on their face, so they look like they're enjoying it, but who knows? Could be sweet flavored, could be fish flavored. Those people over there like them some crazy stuff. Okay, so that's good. Some just like chewy gummy candy. And it looks like a mix of grape and sour apple. It looks like one long string and then halfway through it changes. That's really good. I like that. Tasty. Alright. Win on that one. Doesn't taste like fish. So, let's start off with the biggest one. So they all come in these nice little capsules. Let's pop this little bitch open and see what they got inside. Where's the front of it? Oh, here we go. What? Yeah. There we go. So, what? Is this who I think it is? This looks like a singer, a little tiny singer, who I'm sure is popular in Japan. Let me take him out. Let me take him out of the bag so you can get a better look at him. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Looks like a little singing guy, who I'm sure is popular and well known in Japan, but I have no idea who it is. It looks kind of like James Brown, but I don't think that's who it's supposed to be. I'm sure it's just some popular singer in Japan. So, by the picture in here, you can see that this little guy is meant to hang off your cup of tea. So he's shaped like that, and he sits on the corner of your cup of tea. Smells nice. So yeah, this is what I meant about like super random stuff, like mega random. Got a little tiny lounge singer to sit on the edge of your cup of tea. So, and again, I don't think it's James Brown. I'm not sure who the singer is. Let's see if it says in the card. It says, Drunk Salaryman. And the description says, ah yes, a common sight across Japan. This particular breed of salaryman can be found late at night and early in the mornings, roaming the streets and causing trouble while singing loudly about times long gone. Okay, so I guess it's not after any particular singer. I guess this is just like a metaphor for all those like drunken late night lounge singers, which, you know, it's funny, I get that, but again, like, just so random. Like, who would get this out of a quarter machine? Like, who wants a little tiny drunk guy hanging off their cup of tea? Is that a thing? So, this is what I mean about the crate. Like, I still love these little figures. It's very nice in quality. You guys saw, like, it's good quality. They did a good job on the figure, but do I want a tiny brown drunk man hanging off my tea? And if so, I'm worried he'll fall in and I'll drink it and choke on it. So, that's exactly what I meant about the randomness of this box. But let's keep going and see what other random stuff we got. So the rest of them are all small. So we'll see. And these are all taped up. Get them all. So let's see what we got here. So this looks like a mix between a badger and a turtle. So I'll show you this and then we'll look at the description. Come out of there, you bastard. There we go. So he's a little tiny guy. He's got a turtle shell on his back, and he kind of looks like a badger. And he's carrying like a little bottle of what looks like hot sauce or sriracha or something. He looks like he's working at a Mexican restaurant. Looks like a server at a Mexican restaurant. So it looks like the description says the Tanuki figure. And it says Tanuki Raccoon. Okay, he's a raccoon. Tanuki Raccoon figures can be found in front of shops all over Japan. The bigger the testicles, the more they are said to bring. Now you can bring luck to your house with a Tanuki statue of your own. Yet something is weird. And that's their description. the bigger the... Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, look at this motherfucker right here. So I didn't notice this before. Everyone get a second look. If you look really closely at the bottom, you can't see because it's the same color. His fucking sack is hanging out. His ball sack is just chilling right there. So, you know, he's just a raccoon. He worked a long, hard day at his Mexican restaurant serving people, and then he goes home and just whips his balls out, and then just has them hanging there. And apparently the bigger the sack, the more luck it brings. Is my camera focusing? Focus camera. So the bigger the ball sack, the more luck it brings. And to be quite honest, this ball sack ain't too big. This is a pretty tiny sack right here. Compared to him, it's pretty big, but pretty tiny sack. So I don't know how much luck this is going to bring. And I'm also realizing that's not a turtle shell on the back. That's a straw hat. So looks can be deceiving. I thought this was a nice badger turtle, but instead it's a hard-working raccoon with its nutsack out. So even the description said something is weird. Yeah, something is weird. You sent me a fucking raccoon with his balls out. Like, I guess that's funny. I'm totally keeping this and gonna put it everywhere and tell people about it. But, alright, nutsack raccoon. And who said this box was weird? Who said it? It wasn't me. This box is perfectly normal. We do things like this in America all the time. So, so it is very weird, but at the same time it's kind of cool because it's just cool to hear about other cultures and things that they find interesting or funny or lucky. Like, I'm sure it'd be weird to them if we talk, like, we have, like, a rabbit foot is, like, lucky here, so I'm sure that'd be weird to them. Or maybe that is Japanese. Anyway, so, different cultures, different stuff, nutsack raccoon. Let's see what other critters have their balls out in the next item. Does this have any tape on it? Nope. Alright. Hopefully no more genitals. Oh, cool. So we got a Dragon Ball Z item. So I like this, I recognize this, and everyone's dicks are in their pants. I like that a lot. Alright, so this looks like just a little plastic card, and we got I think that's Gotenks. Yeah, got Gotenks on there, Super Saiyan Gotenks. And I'm not sure what this is used for, but let's take a look at the description. It says, Dragon Ball Medallion from Bandai. Cool. These cool Dragon Ball tokens come in a big variety and different levels of rareness, and can be used in many Dragon Ball arcade machines across Japan to battle against your sworn enemies, just to show off. That's really cool. That's pretty awesome. So obviously they're collectible and they have different rarities, and you can actually use this as a token to play in Dragon Ball games in Japan. That is pretty awesome. So obviously not very useful here. We can't use these at all, but you can see it has a little PR code, something like that. But you know what I mean. It's got the little code on the back, so I'm sure that's what it uses to scan the token to play a game. I'm not sure if you have to like give the machine the token or you just scan it or how that works, but yeah, that's really cool that you get this and it's useful as a token. So that's really interesting. So not a figure or anything, but I'll still keep it just to show people, but that's really cool that you can use that for a video game. So more about their culture and what goes on there. That's a really cool idea. And I've always been jealous of like Japan because they still do arcades. I wish we did. In America, arcades have died off so much. Like when we were all kids, we had them a bunch, but since like the home system came out, arcades died off. In Japan, they're still very big. People still go down to arcades and play the games like against each other. Less so, more and more that the internet is coming out, but it's still like a thing. They still have arcade games everywhere. And I wish they did for us. Like, you can still find arcade games here and there, but they're from like the 80s and 90s. They don't do like current ones really, which is such a bummer. I really wish they would because I'd love to play arcade games against like actual people that I don't know. That would be pretty cool. Alright, we got 2 more items in here. Let's keep it going. These things are locked so tight. Get out of there. Alright, so we got a little figure here. What is it from? Oh! So this is a show that I've been meaning to check out. I had it recorded on my DVR, and then it got deleted because I didn't watch them. But it just recently came to America, and it's Kill La Kill. So we got this little character. I haven't watched the show yet, so I don't know who it is. I'm sure someone will. It's a very popular series, but it just came to like Cartoon Network, and I really wanted to check it out because it looked really cool. But again, one of the many, many anime that I've been meaning to check out but just haven't had time to. So I really do hope I can check out this series because it looked genuinely cool. So we got just this little character from that. So I wish I had more information, but let's see what the description says. By popular request, we are proud to feature this Kill la Kill Gashapon collection featuring character figures from the popular anime and manga series. Who's your favorite? So yeah, not much to tell about that. It looks like a genuinely cool series, and I really want to check it out because I want to get into more anime, especially since the Loot Crate anime crate has come out. I want to be like up to date on because I'm sure I'd really love that box a lot more if I just knew like more about those characters and about the anime. Like, it looks like a really cool series. So I hope to check that out in the near future. So we got one more item in here. Let's take a look at what it is. Do they really have to tape them shut? Like, they're already in a sealed capsule. Like, is the tape really necessary? Alright. So, this looks like a little Asian girl. In different poses. So let me take it out, and I will show you, and then we'll read the description. So this looks like a little Asian schoolgirl. She's lounging, laying on her belly. She comes with this little drink, like put up against her face, and it's got 2 straws, so if you've got 2 of these, you can put them next to each other, and they can drink their drinks together. How interesting is that? Is my camera focusing? You viewing this? There we go. So yeah, nice little figure. Good detail. I like these small figures with a lot of detail. They're very interesting. So let's take a look at the description and see what the hell this thing is. Let's see. This says Imaginary Kiss Series. From Takamari Tomy. Home on your own? Feeling a bit lonely? We've got your back. Now you can brighten your day with the Imaginary Kiss Series, full of cute poses of girls imagining kissing someone. Maybe she's thinking of you. Super creepy. So, these little dolls are for lonely Asian men that want to feel like someone's kissing them. So they have figures in different kissing positions, and I guess you look at this when you're lonely and hopefully don't do anything else to it. But, you know, other than that creepy part of it, it's still a cool little figure. I think it looks really nice. It's very well done. I'll put that on a shelf. I think that's cool. Alright, so those are all the items in this box. And boy, have I gotten an earful of information. It has been interesting. So let's take a quick break. I'm going to go decompress for a minute and think about my life. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about some value and give this box a rating. See you soon. Alright, we are back. Took another bite of that candy. This is crazy delicious. So, let's go back to these items and talk about some value. So the hard thing to do is about valuing these items is there is no information online value-wise. Pretty much everything here you cannot get in America. It's just not sold here, and it's not popular enough even there to ship overseas. So very hard to get values on a lot of this stuff. It takes a lot of research to do. But most of the values will be based on what similar figures of that variety and quality would cost. So let's start off with the biggest one. The Drunk Salary Man. So, pretty good size figure. I'm going to say this is going to be around $5. Give or take, that's pretty general because there was no information on it, but good quality figure, and of that size, probably be around $5 for something like that here in America. Then, little Nutsack Joe here, just going right down the line, the Tanuki figure with his balls out, this would be about $3 or $4. So, hopefully it'll bring some good luck. I'll put it out there, show his nuts off, and hopefully it'll bring good fortune to me and my family. Then, our Kill la Kill figure. So this is actually something that's very popular, not just in Japan, but so popular that it came here in America, and it's actually pretty popular here as well. So this will actually fetch a pretty good price, like $10 to $12 for this figure. If it was another character, it might be a little different on the price, but something like this, like the mascot ones with the big heads, they actually are pretty popular here and very collectible here in America as well. So this will actually get like 10 or 12 bucks. Then, our little DBZ coin. So, this doesn't get much value because it's not practical here in America. It's collectible still, as it is in Japan, but in Japan it's also practical because, like I said, you can use it for the video games. You can go to the arcades and use these little medallions. Here we can't do that, so it's just collectability, and it is just a plastic coin, so this is only going to get like $2 or $3. Then, our creepy little Kiss figure, our Kiss series little schoolgirl. This is actually very nice quality, and it's a cool little figure, but this couldn't really go for more than like $3 or $4. And yeah, so if any creepy old men want one, you can get one for them. But again, can't really get them in America, so there we go. And then our candy. Very delicious, very tasty. I could see this going for like $2 or $3. If you saw it in an Asian market, it'd probably be around that, if they even had it all. But it was very delicious. So that brings our value on the low end of $25 and on the high end of $31. And this box costs right around $30. So just like last month, you get pretty much what you pay for, but that's always expected with foreign boxes, especially from Japan. The farther away you go, the more you're only going to get what you pay for. But that's not why you get foreign boxes. You get them because you want some variety. If you just wanted like collectible stuff, you just get one of these American boxes. There's so many of them. You get these boxes because you want variety, you want something different. And I'm pretty much guarantee that when you get this box, you're not getting things you have. I'd like to see one person out there with a Nutsack Tanuki. I doubt there is one, but if anyone's out there, shout out in the comments because I would love to know. And the same thing with this creepy Kiss figure. Like, I doubt anyone has anything like that. Whether or not you'd want a Nutsack Joe or a creepy Kiss figure, that's for you to decide. But this box is more about experiencing other cultures, seeing what's popular in Japan. I wish it was a little bit cheaper. I wish it was more of a $20 box because $30 is a little bit much to spend just to experience some culture. I wish it was closer to $20, just like it was for the Kawaii box. I wish it was more in that price range because I wouldn't have as much of a problem spending that. But $30 a month is a little bit pricey, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll keep this box around, but you know, for a little bit longer because I think it's fun, it's interesting, it's cool to see what's out there. I still like the little figures, whether or not I recognize them or not. They're still well done figures. They do really go for quality there in Japan, especially even though they're in little Gashapon machines. I wish America did the same thing. But I'm going to give this box a 5 out of 10 because, you know, it's more, like I said, it's just about experiencing culture. You don't really get good value, and you can get a laugh out of some of these figures and show them off and have a little piece, like a little storytelling piece, like something to get the conversation going when people visit your house. So that's kind of cool, but it's kind of like up to you. You could go with this or not. Like, I don't think anyone would be seeking these figures out, but I don't think anyone would be crazy disappointed they missed out on them either. So that's why a 5 out of 10. It's just right in the middle of, you got what you paid for. Interesting stuff and variety, good quality, but not much more to say than that. So this has been the Gacha Crate. Let me know what you guys thought about that, about these figures, how weird they are, or how much you loved them. I'd love to hear about it. So, talk to you guys in the next video. I want to take a second to show you my shirt because my camera doesn't show it. I think this is cool. Just want to show you guys my sweet Charmander shirt. Anyway, this has been Gacha Crate. Hope to see you guys in the next video. 5 out of 10 on this box. Love you all. Peace.